Yo, what's going on, guys? Lordy here. Another week, another update, and in this week's update, we got some IO versus the 7 news. The Daily Bugle changed a little bit. Some new things came out, some new things are supposed to come out, and basically, we got a lot of news. So the first thing you'll see in the Daily Bugle on your map is that there's these little icon. Well, this icon is here because the IO are actually versing the 7 at the moment. As you're gliding into the Daily Bugle, you'll see the 7 versing the IO. Now, the 7 does eventually end up winning, and when they do, there's a bunch of loot there. They're also emoting on them, which is pretty toxic of them, to be honest. But basically, the 7 win and they take over the Daily Bugle every single game, or every single time you'll see that they take over and they emote on them. Well, apparently not only does the 7 win, but the blimp that's above the Daily Bugle is also supposed to come down as well. Now, we're not quite sure when this is supposed to happen or how it's supposed to happen, but one of the loading screens actually shows it happening. So it is supposed to happen probably within the next few weeks, maybe by the next update. We'll have to see. But as the 7 slowly defeat the IO, they'll capture more and more of the map and they'll take over more and more of the map. As you can see right here, they took over more and more of the map just slowly over time throughout the season. And throughout the season, apparently at the end of the season, all the blimps are going to be taken down by the 7. So towards the end of the season, there's going to be no more blimps up top of these POIs except for Command Cavern. Actually, I think it's called like something else, but I'm going to call it Command Cavern. That's the only place a blimp is going to stay afloat. Now, leakers also said that these drones might be coming back, and I'm assuming if these drones do come back, they're going to be spawning at the crash sites of the blimps, and that's where these drones will spawn, which is pretty cool because I love these drones. You know, there was some pretty good loot that usually dropped from them, so it'll be cool to see them back in the game after the blimps are taken down because I love the blimps, and I guess this will kind of make up for it. Now, there were some changes to the tactical sprint. Now it recharges twice as fast, but it doesn't start charging for another 2.5 seconds. Honestly, when I was using it in game, I didn't notice much of a difference, so I think it's pretty much the same because the delay for it to start was nerfed, but it charges twice as fast. I didn't really see a notice, or I didn't see a notice. I didn't notice a difference. Now, there was some items unvaulted as well. Well, they weren't fully unvaulted. They were just added to be unvaulted. But one thing that was unvaulted was the heavy sniper. Now, the damage to vehicles was buffed, but the damage to people was nerfed. The reload time was buffed a little bit as well. To be honest, it's nice to have it back in game. You can't one-shot people in the head anymore because the max headshot damage you could do is 198. But that is still a lot of damage. So you just have to 198 them and then just hit them with one bullet and they should be dead. Now, the jetpack and the spicy chug splash should be unvaulted here pretty soon as well because they were added to be unvaulted, but they weren't fully unvaulted yet. So those should be getting unvaulted here pretty soon as well, which is pretty cool. There also looks to be some good news about Colombo. There's apparently 3 hibernation mounds that can be found north of the logjam again. So it does look like Colombo's coming back, which is pretty nice to see. He was taking a little nap, so it's nice to see the young man coming back. There was a bunch of new super styles added this game as well. So if you are up in the levels, you could unlock these super styles, which is pretty cool of you because I don't think I've ever gotten a max super style. So it is pretty cool to see other people get it. Not really. I'm really jealous. How do you guys play this game so much? But with that being said, that's the video for today. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. And with that being said, if you watch this far into the video, comment red apple and I'll love your comment. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.